You are listening to RetroLovers Radio, your go-to broadcast for positive nostalgia.
What a wonderful night! You're listening to Retro Lovers Radio, a space for music, memories, and for positive nostalgia. Tonight we're not talking about a single song, we're talking about something bigger, an album. Because sometimes one record doesn't just collect songs, it captures an entire year, a mood, a moment, a way of living. In the 90s, albums mattered. You didn't just hear one track, you lived with the record. You listened from beginning to end. Home, on your Discman, in the car, or late at night with headphones on. And certain albums became inseparable from a specific year. Let's mention one that we keep on mentioning on the episode as iconic for the beginning of the decade in terms of sound and culture. That is Nevermind of Nirvana, released in September 1991. Produced by Butch Big, recorded at Sound City Studios, released by DGC Records. This album didn't just succeed, it changed the direction of mainstream music. Suddenly, hair metal faded, alternative rock took over, and vulnerability replaced excess. Sounds like Smells Like Teen Spirit or Come As You Are, Lithium were everywhere. 1991 will always sound like Nevermind. Another year and another defining album of the decade was Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, released in 1995, produced by Glenn Ballard. That was a raw, emotional, unapologetic album. This album gave a voice to anger, to honesty, to emotional exhaustion. Tracks like You Are Now, Ironic, Gun in My Pocket defined what mid-90s felt like for millions of people. And now let's jump to 1997 with Radiohead OK Computer, produced by Nigel Godrich. That was experimental, unsettling, and forward-thinking content. This album reflected anxiety about technology, alienation, modern life speeding up, mostly what we are experiencing again right now, right? And songs like Paranoid Android, No Surprises, made 1997 sound different from any year before. Because they didn't chase trends. They expressed what people were already feeling, often before people could put it into words. That's why hearing one song instantly brings back that a specific year. An album becomes a time capsule. And before we go further with this topic, this is a perfect moment to remind you that every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we go live with the 90s Lover Show. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's the 80s Lover Show. Both stream live on YouTube and simultaneously on Kick. You can find the channel on YouTube searching for Retro Lovers Radio, 80s, 90s Retro Lovers Radio. And after the first 90 minutes on YouTube, and because of their restrictions in the platform, the full show continues but on Kick for another 2-3 hours extra, where we play full music videos and keep the conversation going longer. During the live shows, you can request songs, vote in the top 10 countdown, send audio messages with your comments, questions, or reflections about life, and even showing live calls with me to talk about anything related to the 80s, 90s, or life itself. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel and hit the notifications bell so that you don't miss any Friday and Saturday nights. And if you want to gather a like-minded community, don't forget to join our public Facebook group where the conversation continues between shows. You can find the public group on Facebook searching for Retro Lovers Radio 80s 90s Nostalgia. Now, looking back, the 90s weren't defined by singles alone. They were defined by albums that told a story, albums that stayed with us for months, sometimes years. And that's why today, when we hear them again, we don't just remember the music, we remember who we were. But now I'd love to hear from you. Which album defines a specific year of the 90s for you? Was it Jagged Little Pill? OK Computer? Was the story Morning Glory? Or something else entirely? Leave a comment and share your memory on the comment section on YouTube. As always, I try to reply as many comments possible, as your comments are the key part of this project. But before I go, remember, take care of your loved ones and remember what's truly important in your life. Alright, everyone, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. And Mick, and this was Retro Lovers Radio.